variables you used to calculate or to forecast revenue was the number of stores, and what was the other one?
I used housing starts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're going to want to use number of stores, and the pure theory would tell you probably want to use disposable income, but that's sort of a hard number to get to. You know, let me turn this on, just in case you've forgotten or didn't know.
If you use disposable income, would that affect the difference between Target and Kohl's? Because Kohl's sells clothing, and Target sells not only clothing but you know, household necessities.
Yeah, but I think they're probably going to be. Well, I broke this. Whatever affects Target is probably going to be pretty much the same thing that affects Kohl's. The other thing you might want to try to get data on, and I meant to do it today and then I just ran out of time, is consumer sentiment. That might be an explanatory variable. But typically when you look at any consumption-related thing, you look at disposable income. And what I was going to write up there before I broke the screen, actually he broke the screen, is that, you know, GNP is either C plus I plus G plus X minus N. It's a product account. But by identity, it's an income account. So it's pretty easy to get data on the product account, forecasts on the product account, and you can even get data on personal consumption expenditures as a part of the product account. And so those, because they're correlated so tightly, either one will probably work. Either one will probably work.
Where'd you get the data on the housing starts?
Oh, if you want to get data on GDP, you probably want to go into the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the BEA. It's all public data. And if you just Google national income and product accounts data, you can get it there. You might want to have data on interest rates. If you want to go there, you can go to the Board of Governors at the Fed. But at this stage of the game, interest rates isn't going to really affect much. And what we'll do next week is, next week I'll talk about that other side of the thing. And we'll also calculate based on what we come up with for a PE to use. We'll calculate what we think those stocks are worth in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years. And then we'll see what that implies about their return relative to the market. And you only want to buy stocks if they're going to have a risk-adjusted return that's higher than the market return. But when you do this stuff, one of the things that should be rolling around in the back of your minds, and it was a little bit surprising to me when I was fiddling around with the numbers for these two companies, is what really makes a difference. What really makes a difference. And I thought if I changed the number of stores, it was really going to make a difference. And in the scheme of things, it didn't make a huge difference to the buy or sell decision. If I started changing housing starts, that made a difference. So if housing rebounds much faster than what I was assuming, it made a big difference. If I assumed they built more stores, it wasn't making that much of a difference. So that's
first time here, what time you we usually start?
That's, where is,
The room is assigned to us from 4:20 officially. But sometimes the group that has the room before finish maybe by 4, so we can start then, because Professor Isaacson is usually
mine
here
right down the
early.
hall, so it's easy to get.
Yeah.
And with the payment, do I pay
You can pay next week, yes.
to you?
Yes.
Or you can pay me. Okay, have fun, folks.
Okay.
Thank you.
So 2 new faces. Do you guys mind introducing yourselves?